You got somebody here who wants to, like, take charge of the decisions that you make. So you have somebody around you who could be another Aries, okay? It could be a Libra as well, or they could have Cancer in their chart, but somebody wants to be in control over the decisions that you make. You might have said something that you wanted to start something. I'm hearing a parking lot, convenience store, ice cream truck. You know those trucks that go around with the music playing? Like you said that you wanted to do something different. Like right now, everybody in the crowd is like doing Uber or doing the Instacart and stuff like that, and you're like, okay, a lot. You looked at that and you're like, okay, enough people are doing that. We got enough people doing that. The competition's out there. Too many people are going in that direction, and you're like, you know what? I'm gonna do something else. I want to do something a little different. I can't follow the crowd. That's just too much going on over there. And you wanted to do something different. Somebody here might have wanted to start a broadcast, okay? Maybe something online. You wanted to go ahead and start that. Well, right now is the time to do it, okay? That's what I'm hearing. So if you have gotten a message that you're going to get a loan, okay, you're going to get a loan to start that business, you're going to get a loan to buy that car lot, you're going to start that parking lot. I don't know why I'm getting a parking lot so strongly. Somebody here might be talking about starting a parking lot, okay? Or maybe something needs to be done to a parking lot. Maybe you need to upgrade the parking lot, okay? Something like that. But for one of you, something about a parking lot is very significant, okay? Maybe you're living in a parking lot. That could be what I'm seeing too, right? But the thing is that right now, I'm hearing right now is the time to do it, to hit it. Hit the iron while it's hot. That's what I'm hearing. Hit the iron while it's hot. Now, this person that has been telling you no, 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 this could be somebody that you grew up with, somebody that you've known for years. And for whatever reason, this person, it's not like they don't want you to do good. They just don't want you to do better than them. Okay? It's just that they just don't want you to do something more than them, be something more than them. Okay, you could be right, like right underneath them. Like if they make $1,000, you can make $999, and then okay, you're good. But if you make $1,000 or you make $1,001, that's it. You're going too far. Okay, that's this person's attitude. There's a reason why this person is the way that they are, and it's because they have a huge ego. Okay, they're selfish. Okay, and they just don't want to see you doing better than them. This is somebody that wants to take control over your life. Okay? Right now is the time to hit it. Don't listen to this person. Get up. Go do what you're going to do. All right? Somebody here has mail coming in. All right? Go check your mail. There's mail coming in. There's something coming in for you. You need to read it. I'm also hearing that you need to read the fine print. There's something in the fine print that you need to be very aware of. Because if you're not aware of it, it's something that could end up biting you in the butt down the road. Okay? So let's say you're going to start a broadcast, right? You're going to start a podcast, right? There's something that you need to know about. There's something that you need to read about because it could end up destroying everything that you're building. Okay? So do read the fine print. Make sure you're within your rights. Make sure that you have all your paperwork in order. Make sure, whatever it is. Okay? Check and then double check. That's what I'm hearing. But this person wants to end something for you. You got something going on already in your life. Okay, now this is like you already have something going on in your life and you wanted to do something else too, which you could do. I don't know why people think that you can only do one thing. When in reality, you could do as many things as you want to do, or as many things as you want to put your energy into. But there is some people that are like, no, no, no. You're already doing that. You can't do this. And there's people like that. This person is like that, okay? Don't listen to this person. Now, I'm also hearing don't do it unless you're ready to be uncomfortable. Okay? Don't do it unless you are ready to be uncomfortable. I'm hearing no pain, no gain. So, like, say you're going to start a car lot, right? I'm just going to use it as an example. Be ready to not have the money right away. Okay? It's going to come in. Don't get me wrong. It's going to come in. You're going to get the business that you want. You're going to get everything that you want. But you just got to be ready to go through the uncomfortable part. Like, putting your money aside, putting your money away, not spending it, not going off and buying new clothes right away, putting it all into the business, getting it going. Okay? Be ready to feel uncomfortable. If it's like a podcast, right? You're going to start a podcast. Be ready to talk about things that you you might not feel, or you might not be sure if people want to talk about these topics. Are people even interested in the topics that you're interested in? Be ready to put yourself out there. That's the uncomfortable part. Putting yourself out there, putting your ideas out there, not being quick to reward yourself. Okay? And I'm hearing that's one of the biggest things. Delay your reward. There's a word for it. Delay your rewards. Okay? Like if you're waiting for a big reward, delay it. Okay? Don't take that vacation just yet. Don't go buy new clothes. Don't go buy a new car. If you don't need it, don't buy it. That's what I'm hearing. Put the money into the business. It's going to pay you back. You're going to get back tenfold whatever you put into it. But I'm hearing the business is going to come. Okay? And be careful with this person around you, because this person will try to sabotage you left and right. Okay? This person could come in and try to stop something for you from you celebrating. Okay? They don't want to see you celebrate. They don't want to see you rewarding yourself. You're going to delay rewarding yourself anyways, but they don't want to see you getting the rewards at the end. Okay? So just be careful with this one person. I am seeing something building up for you here. Okay? Something getting put back together. um I did see somebody here sleeping in a car lot, or something about being in a car lot. Or maybe you were sleeping in a car lot. Hmm. Something about Chicago might be important to somebody here. I'm hearing Chicago. Illinois might be important. Somebody here might have been a stripper at one time, or worked in some kind of sex industry at one time. And it's like you're trying to get out of it. You want something else in your life now. You're done with that part of your life. You want something different. You want something new. You're trying to go in a new direction. Spirit is saying to write everything down. Okay? You need to write everything down, clear your head, but write everything down. And then review what you wrote down. Like the direction that you want to go into, write it down. Write down your plans, write down your ideas, and then organize it. But just get it down first, and then organize it into categories. Okay? That's what I'm hearing. Get yourself organized. Make a list. Okay? Get it organized. Put down like details of what each topic is. Okay? Like whatever it is that you want to do. Write it down. That's what I'm hearing. And don't listen to this naysayer. You got somebody around you that who could be very loud. They also are somebody who acts like they are in charge, and they're not. This might be somebody that you owe money to. The thing is that if you owe them money, doesn't mean that they own you. You're not their slave. Okay? Just pay them back when you can. This way you could get them off your back. Because right now it's like you owe them, so they feel like, they are in some kind of authority over you. This might be for one of you, maybe not all of you. Okay? And the whole thing about the working in the sex industry or being a stripper, that I know that's not for everybody, okay? That's not for everybody, but it is for somebody here. There is something here that you need to learn. There is research that needs to be done. Okay, so do your homework. If you were thinking about getting into stocks or buying stocks, do your research. Okay, that's what I'm hearing. Do your research. What anything that you're going to put your energy into, Aries, that's the thing. Anything that you're going to put your energy into, do your research. And then go back and research it again, because there's always going to be something that you missed, or there could be something that you missed, okay, that can change the outcome. But if you check everything, you dot all your I's, you cross all your T's, you double check everything, it could be a very lucrative business for you. Okay? It could be a very lucrative business. It could be something that's going to start something for you that's going to lead to something else that's going to be even more lucrative for you if you play your cards right and if you're willing to be uncomfortable. That's the key. If you're willing to be uncomfortable, okay? And if you are able to turn your back on these naysayers and not listen to them, because they're going to be like all in your face saying things. You got to be ready and be strong enough to turn your back on them, especially if this person is very influential for you, okay? Now, for some of you, like this could be like a parent, and it's really hard to go against your own parent or somebody who's like a parent or somebody that you know, you look up to or you have always looked up to, that kind of thing. You just really got to be ready for the pressure, okay? Whether it's this person, other family members, people around you, maybe you're trying to get permits for things. Just be ready for the pressure, because people are going to put you under all kinds of pressure, and it looks like you're going to be getting it from different people. If you're starting a podcast, be ready for people that are going to come on your channel. They're going to be saying ugly things to you. You got to be ready for that. They're going to make you mad. They're going to try to get you out of character. They're going to try to really get you upset, so you'll like make a one of those those comment videos that people do. Don't do it. Don't give it to them. Don't respond. If you don't respond, then they'll go away. It's boring. But if you do respond, they're going to stick around because they're going to see how far they can push you. Okay? So that's one thing you got to look at. Don't give them what they want. Let me see. What else do I see here? You're going to have a lot of pressure on you. You're going to feel like everybody's against you, okay? It's going to feel that way for a little while. You're just going to feel like everybody's against you. Everybody doesn't understand you, okay? You might feel like you're losing money before you make money. Okay, that's another thing I'm seeing here. So whatever it is that you're starting at the beginning, it might look like you're losing money, okay? But things will come around. You just got to figure it out. And whatever you do, advertise. Okay, that's another thing I'm picking up on. Advertise. So whatever it is that you're doing, you want to advertise. Okay? Advertise, advertise, advertise. Promote. If you're doing something like starting your own channel, promote yourself. Okay? You want to like promote yourself constantly. This is going to be a 24-hour job. You got to promote yourself. You got to be ready to put your name out there and push. You're going to have to be ready to push. So let's say you're starting a convenience store. Advertise what you got in there. Put some sales out. Throw a big sign, fountain drinks, whatever the price is, right? Fountain drinks brings me in the store. I know that. I see a sign that says, 99 cents, fountain drink. I'm stopping. I'll be like, yep, I'm stopping here, especially if it's hot. Okay? Especially if it's going to be hot. Advertise. If it's your channel, advertise it. Get t-shirts with your name on it. Make sure that people know where to find you. Okay? People just out of curiosity might check you out. Okay? I have a t-shirt that I wear and I wear it everywhere I go. Yeah, and it says Ninja Tarot at Yahoo. Yahoo at YouTube. Yes, it's a homemade one. I plan to get some professional ones made down the road, but this one I made it by hand with markers, permanent marker. Okay, it works. All right, I get people coming and checking me out. So, but that's what you got to do. You got to like promote yourself. Okay, that's the biggest downfall that a lot of people make is that if it's a restaurant, they don't put no signs outside. They don't let people know what's going on inside that building. People can't read your mind. If you're going to start a restaurant, put signs outside, even if it's a chalkboard. Okay? Put down like enchilada plate special and then put the price. Put it where people passing by can see it. Okay? That's the biggest thing is advertising yourself. And the biggest one here is listen to your intuition. If your intuition is saying, "Hey, don't talk about this topic, don't get in this topic, be careful," like say if you're doing a podcast, right? Don't talk about this topic. It's a tricky topic. Okay? Then don't do it. If something is telling you not to do something, listen to it. Okay? That is one of the biggest things. If you're getting into stocks, same thing. Listen to your intuition. Don't allow yourself to become emotional. We make bad decisions when we are becoming emotional, when we allow our emotions to get the best of us. Okay? If you have to separate yourself from the decision making for a little while, go do something else and come back to it when you can clear your head and not allow your emotions to dictate the decisions that you're going to make. Okay? Because that's what I'm hearing. I'm also hearing something is coming in really quickly, okay? Something is going to be turning in your favor. It's going to take some research, it's going to take some work. You're going to need to get all the knowledge that you need. But other than that, it's going to be good, okay? It's going to be good. This person that's going to try to stop you, this is definitely somebody that you're going to want to keep at arm's length. If not, just keep them out of your life completely. Okay, because this person, as time goes by and they see your success, they will try to stop you. They will try to destroy what it is that you're building. They will say some nasty things. They will start lying about you. And if this is a parent, my condolences, because that's pretty crappy coming from a parent. But hey, there are parents who are like this. Or maybe it's an older sibling or something, okay? Could be a Leo. I see Scorpio as well. Okay. But anyways, other than that, that's your message, guys. Let me go ahead and give you your angel numbers and see if there's anything in here that we need to know for you. Guys, don't forget to click that like button, subscribe if you haven't, comment because it does help the channel grow. And you know what's coming out? I am observant. So yes, be very observant. My grandfather, he used to go to town, and he would sit there and just sit in the middle of town and look around, and he would see what the town needed. Oops. He would see whatever the town needed. So if the town needed a gas station, he would build a gas station. If the town needed a laundromat, he would build a laundromat. Whatever it was that he looked around and saw that the town needed, he would build it, and then he would get it working and functioning, and then he would sell it and then move on to the next town. He did this all like in the 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s. That's how he built his money. And he also did construction work, you know, building roads and stuff like that. So he didn't just do one thing. He was also a pig farmer. And he also did ducks. Um, Back then, eating ducks was like a real big thing, you know? People were more into eating ducks than they were into eating. Well, I guess it was maybe it was just the area that he lived in. I don't know. But I know that back then people were more into eating ducks and eating duck eggs and stuff like that. And then now we tend to lean toward chickens. But, anyways, so basically what I'm saying is do do like that. Like have different things going on. Don't just rely on one thing, okay? 00. It says angels ask for your attention. Open your eyes, listen, and think about everything that is happening. Trust your intuition. See, I told you, trust your intuition. It says trust your intuition and follow their guidance without any delay. Focus inward through meditation and prayer. I am observant. So stay observant. Put that in the comment section. I am observant. 555 is coming out for you. A major shift is about to come into your life experience and change your past direction. Be open and stay positive. I am optimistic. So stay optimistic, but also at the same time be observant. Like I said, like my grandpa, for some reason that's coming into my mind. Usually, when something in my personal life is coming into a reading, it's because it's very important to the reading. So I'm thinking, that might be what's been this coming out just makes it more proof to me that being observant, figure out what people need. Okay? Sitting back, watching people, figuring out what they need, and then giving them what they need. Like what my grandpa did. He used to go to town. He specifically went to small towns, usually all between, in Texas, but he did go up to New York. My grandmother, she was an entrepreneur, and she was one of the first women to order laundry machines. She used to do it by hand because back then a lot of women worked as they would wash clothes by hand. And we're talking about like in 1902, 1903, my great grandmother. And she was one of the first women who ordered the machines when the wash machine became more popular or they came out or whatever it was. But she was one of the first women and she started a laundromat. Back then, people didn't go to places to go wash their own clothes. Okay, people hired people to wash their clothes. And it was usually the rich people, right? The rich people would hire people to wash their clothes. This whole thing about going and washing your own clothes and putting your own clothes in the laundromat, in the wash machines, was unheard of back then. Back then, if you ran a laundromat, you couldn't just walk away and leave it because people would overstuff the wash machines and they would break it. And back then, a wash machine was a lot of money, like the same price of a house. Okay, it was like a lot of money, and so she would have to be there all day long. People would give her the clothes, and then she would put them in the machine and put all the right things that needed to go into the machine, and she's the one that did all that. So she stayed there. She worked from like 5 o'clock in the morning, 6 o'clock in the morning until like 10 o'clock at night. So yeah. Anyways, something about that is very significant. Spirit wanted me to tell you this, so I think this is part of be ready to be uncomfortable kind of thing, like her working from morning to night. She used to cook there. She had a shower there, so she would take a shower there. Everybody would come and eat at the laundromat. This is where she would feed the kids, and she had a room on the side where the kids could watch, do whatever they're gonna do, sit on the sofa, whatever, right? So basically, they kind of like lived there, actually, But at nighttime, they would leave and go home. But most of the time, especially my grandpa's younger siblings, they would stay there at the laundromat all day. Yeah. Anyways, so be ready to be uncomfortable. That's the point. All right. Thank you for being here. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Catch me in the next one. Comment. It does help the channel grow, guys. Y'all take care. Bye bye.